The time has come for the last assault upon the fortress of Dol Guldur. The fighting begins, even as a smaller force enters the citadel in secret, prepared to face their final foe.
I cannot believe our good fortune, Pineleaf. The secret passage Thurium has brought us up through these. You must aid the Golden Host as they do battle throughout the tower. That's rather uneven. I will go find Ziegelberg and meet up with you later. And here we are at the final section for Volume 2. And Volume 2 has all about Ziegelberg, the Moria story. So, Brian will go there and look for Ziegelberg. We will help find the Golden Host and help them however we may. And perhaps we'll find our enemy for this particular series, who has been Malzahn. If you recall the skirmishes in Moria, there were some references to Malzahn in there. And he is quite a presence in Volume 2, Book 9. So you can imagine that we may be facing him in the course of this run. Oops. Now here's our first flag for the first of our areas. And we get help from one of the members of the Hidden Host or Hidden Guard or whatever they call themselves. Now in this particular run, you will find that the ones you're helping do not actually die if they get knocked down in morale. Instead, they decide that they're fatigued and need rest. But from the point of view of scoring in the skirmish, for the number of marks you get, it counts pretty much the same as if they were killed if you do force them to that level. So you do need to keep them from getting the morale down too low. Now the sections down here are the easier ones, where you only have a group to face plus a counterattack of one group. So these are the two easier areas. This is the audience chamber. So here we have the Necromancer's Throne. And it's amazing that, yes, there are some people who are powerful enough, even under the Necromancer, who are allowed to sit. That does make for some interesting terrain when you fight in this room. Sometimes those seats do get in the way. Now let's see, we got our old friend, the Daywalk Berserker. Always an ouch. This will be our counterattack here, and then we get to go upstairs. Well, we are in a tower after all. Do we get to see what's Alright, now we go up to the stairs. Now you'll find that there's a rather unusual situation here where we have some guards along the stairway. And they're split up between along the stairway going towards the lower armor, which is the lower mustering hall where we're going now, and the upper mustering hall, which we'll go later. So the rest of the group is up there. But there is a separate group that is guarding this room. And sometimes it's hard to tell where the stair guards end and the room guards begin because guards around here do very often like to wander about. Now in this particular room, it's a little bit different from the previous one. We have only one group defending it, plus the half group that you'll probably encounter when you're going up the stairs. But we'll face 2 counterattacks instead of 1. So that's the trick, is to remember that there will be 2 this time. And now we get an archer to help us. And what a good way to start with a LOTRO. Hey, you! Really, I would rather... Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, he got down about halfway. Oh, yes, forgot! See? I tell you, sometimes I forget there's a second counterattack coming. Better not get too far. This time, we got the problem with the... Unlike the Moria skirmishes, the NPCs here will attack the lieutenants like they're a lot of pain, so... Ouch. So therefore I try to keep him out of battle if there's a zealot there. Alright, that's the second counterattack done. We can move on. Now we get the other half of the stair guard. Oh, and Blord. We have to go back down to the audience room, or one of probably the one across the audience room. I can't see him walking around. So let's go back down. First floor. Yeah, Blord's this way. Yeah. The one before the audience room, the first room we had. And Blord is pretty much like facing a Daywalker Berserker. Unfortunately, no shield. But he hits us hard. And new deed, the battle in the tower for the encounters. Right, so that's our first encounter. Now we're going to have to face another one at some point. Coming flax. Now we're getting into... Now this... Growling comes from down the hall. Godsmers is hungry. Alright, so we have him. This is the way to the armory, but first we have to take care of the upper mustering hall. Can I get it? Yes! Managed to do that just in time. Now let's take care of the encounter. I'll wait for my ambush to cool down. Of course I could have gone into stealth and done it from there. Save myself a few seconds. Takes care of this guy. See what have we got left in here. There he is. Now if you look down here, you see right under us is the lower mustering hall. So it really is upper and lower. You're literally on top of the other here. Now here things are a little tricky. We're going to have another double counterattack. There are two ways of handling this. One is to stand in here and handle it. But the enemy likes to come and split up as they come across. So since they like to split, and sometimes gives me a little bit of a headache in trying to defend her and defend both ways at the same time, so... You could also do it this way. And just keep the elf out of the fire. Besides, this is the path to the armory that we looked at earlier. Another blood rook! Yes. Okay. Oh, you took care of the other one? Good. Alright, that takes care of that. Now, for the armory. So here we have Mazog. Okay, managed to get the attention of the lieutenant, but not the other opponent. He's just going to go back and forth probably between the two places above the stairs, so we might as well. Now, don't ask me what kind of armory this is, that I don't see any weapons around here. Look, do you see any weapons around here? This is the emptiest armory I've ever seen. Now there are plenty of books here. It looks more like a library than an armory. Yeah, Mazog ignores this for now. Now he activates. What is this? Is this some trick? You cannot have been such a fool to come here. I feared I would need to hunt you down, but you have saved me the trouble. You caused me such trouble while you were alive. My kingdom stolen by dwarves. To be shackled and brought to this prison of nightmares, here to be jailed alongside dirty dwarves. But my imprisonment did not last long. There are still orcs in this tower who respect the name of Mazog, ruler of caves. I swore that I would end you, Mazog, and I will see it done. It is not to be, lowly dwarf. I came to this chamber for a reason. With this axe of mithril, not even the ruler of the tower can keep Mazog a prisoner. But first, you will die. Oh well. I forgot to go into stealth. Normally I stay back there, go into stealth, and then launch a fast ambush, but I'm so busy reading it that I forgot all about that. You have not won, Pineleaf. The orcs of Moria will avenge my death. Hear me, Broin, and let your courage seep away. Wherever your people catch a glint of gold or silver or gems beneath the mountains, there will be an orc to slay him, every one. That is my vow. That is the word of Mazog. I too have an earth Mazog, and it now fulfilled. See it now fulfilled. Whack. 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 Sorry, we don't get to kill Mazog. We do get to loot a chest. And that completes the battle in the tower. And that is the final Mirkwood skirmish.
The battle may be over, but some stories have not had their endings.
And the end of Volume 2.
The assault of the Golden Host on Dol Guldur has achieved what Lord Celeborn sought: to delay the forces of the enemy from mounting their attack upon Lothlorien. And yet, not all stories are ended, and there is more to tell of the elves than dwarves.
Yes, it is the end of Volume 2, but there are some optional epilogues that you could run through. But that is not for this particular series. Next time, we will start on Volume 3 for the only skirmish involved in Volume 3. In fact, the last skirmish I need to unlock for this series, and that is Rescue at Ner'zgashuu, where we head into the Rift, one of the warmer instances of LOTRO. But until then, this is Pineleaf Needles, and remember to skirmish responsibly.